Good morning, people. Good morning, Thailand. How are we doing today? Welcome to Tom's Charts, Nomad Life and Charts and Life and Expat Life in Thailand and worldwide. There you go. Keep on getting censored by Facebook and YouTube, but there you go. That's life, isn't it? You can't be political, can you? No. Right. So what we got on the show this week? Let's have a look. We have got pictures of the week, climate, markets, BTC, precious metals, news. Daz has gone back to the States, so we all wish Daz a safe journey back there, and he's there with his lovely granddaughter, so that's great. Jim and Meow are back from their marvellous trip in France. They came down to Fresh Island and told us all about it in the week. I'm back trading. Basically, I didn't do a trade this year until I don't know, beginning of June. And anyway, I've just gone back trading just to, I've got a little bit of time on my hands to do it. And I'm really enjoying it. So I will carry on. And I've actually made some money, and I'll show you the charts this week. But let's get on with the pictures. And there's lovely Daz and his granddaughter back in the States. And that's me having a massage at Mickey's in John Chiem. It's a really nice place, no funny business. Fantastic foot and leg massage I have there. And I have that at least 2-3 times a week. And this is Anna at the front of her class giving out lessons with her teacher. She's doing ABC with the teacher. So she's being the teacher's assistant. So it's all good stuff there as well. And this is where we went to Freshella. There's lovely Jim, Meow, AJ, Pry. Pry came. You always tell when Pry came, she didn't bother eating the food. She was just into the Chang. And that was my food there. And there's the lovely John. So we all had a great time there. So it was just great meeting up with those guys like once a week. We don't really meet up every day. Meeting up once a week is more than enough. And that was John tucking into his burger and chicken, etc. Lovely. And another picture of us. We just, you can see Pry, look at us. He's bloody drunk already. It's only like 12 o'clock midday. And that was the food at Freshella. The food there is amazing. Very good food. I popped into Casa Pascual a couple of times last week. Very nice food there, as you can see. Nice creme brulee and a flan. And this is like loin of pork. And this is a beetroot salad. I love my beetroot. It's so good for your body. It's unbelievable beetroot. And this was a soup with some chicken. And that's their breakfast there. Just take a few photographs. Went car hunting. So this is a car I'm going to buy. It's a 5-month waiting list. But it's a very, very nice car. I will do you the figures next week. The reason why I've bought it, but I didn't have time to do the figures this week. It's only 700,000, just under $20,000, around £15,500. So this is going to be my last car. And the reason why I'm buying this car, because it's so economical. This is more economical than a hybrid. So, or the same as a hybrid. But you haven't got the hassle, because obviously once your warranty runs out, the batteries on a hybrid are a bit of a nightmare, or can be. And what I found living in Thailand, batteries and electronics don't last very long here. The heat kills them. Went to a bakery. I went to a lovely bakery on the other side. It was a little French bakery, Belgian French style. Very, very nice food. So I popped in there for something to eat. You see how I kill my mornings, really. I don't start trading until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So my days Monday to Thursday, I'll pretty well free up to 2 o'clock. So I'll try and get home really for about 3 if I can. Pick Anna up, come home, and I'll do a bit of trading for a while. This was the bakery. You can see, unbelievable. Look at that, beautiful. I took John along, treated him to breakfast, And I hope you enjoyed that, John. It was a very nice breakfast. This breakfast here was only like 1,200 baht. It was. I said, John, don't bother. I'll get it. You know, I've had a good week. There you go. So it was my treat. Very nice. Hello, Andy. How you doing? And these were the cakes in the bakery as well, which was very nice. That's the name of the bakery, Folks and Flour. Very, very nice. Highly recommend this bakery. Loved it. Good morning, John. Good morning. I know I gave you a mention there, John. I said you was there with me. It was a good breakfast, wasn't it? Then we ended up in Peaky Blinders. This is from Friday previous, because I only take photographs up to Thursday because I have to put the show together over the weekend. So this was the meals we had. This was like John had this lamb shank, which just fell off the bone. I had this piri piri gambas, as I call it in Spanish, and that was the cheesecake. The cheesecake was awesome. It was freshly made, and don't want to miss out. So we had fresh cream and ice cream. This was the group of us that was all there, you know, quite a few of us. There was like 8 of us there, so we had a good time. And this is Michael. He's back in Dubai. This is Steve. He lives just down the road from me. John and Chris and Greenie and Gary and John and me. So we had a great time there. And I'm looking at this photograph, and I seriously need to lose weight. I am one big fat motherfucker. And this is Steve, and yeah, everyone had a good time because all these guys are all like financially independent. There's no freeloaders here. Yeah, it's quality. It's quality guys. But a lot of these guys, they all live minimalistic. If you see the way me and the rest of the guys dress, we don't dress up in suits. I don't own a suit. Don't own a pair of trousers. So that's as good as it gets. And later on in the week, look at this. I come across this old Nomad truck. Look at that. Unbelievable. Look at this truck on the left. Fantastic. And on the right here, that's a soup. Mushroom soup out of Peaky Blinders. Best mushroom soup in Thailand, that is. Unbelievable mushroom soup. Highly recommended. And if you need to contact me at all online, there's my QR code there in the middle. Download the Line app before you get here. You'll find it a lot easier to communicate with people. Lastly, I had a few inquiries about people asking about what life health insurance do I do. I use this guy here, Hammer Insurance. That's his email. I pay $132 a month, and that covers me for 400,000 US dollars, which is more than enough than I need here. And that's for 132 US dollars a month, which is it's about the same price as what I'd pay in Europe. So that's really cheap. And don't forget all the expert links like visas, driving licenses, all that malarkey. I'm not an expert in all that, but the guys in the links, I've put all their links down below. So the links are really interesting. There's some great links there. You know, there's bullion dealers, there's everything there. You know, it's an amazing amount of links. Don't forget the scammers. The scammers are out there. I haven't reported any this week, but a few more have been arrested. A few more British guys got arrested in Pattaya this week for scamming pensioners. So just be careful. You know, when you look at the email, see where the email's coming from. You know, you need to read it carefully. Then check. Then Google the name and put scam next to it. And they normally come up. Just be really, really careful. The only people who can give financial advice in Thailand are Thais. I can't give financial advice. I can't tell you where to invest your money. All I do this for is a bit of a laugh. And all wonderful stuff. Let's get the old climate up there. And here we go. So the weather. Well, the weather's been unbelievable because this time of year, everything starts cooling down. And this was a rainstorm coming across from Pattaya. So this is me looking north towards Pattaya. And on the south, on there you can see Buddha Mountain, just about there. And yeah, this is a good life. This is a good life. So this rainstorm coming across, and in the end, the sky just went black, and the amount of rain was unbelievable. But this is the view from out the front of my condo. It's quite pleasant, really. I don't mind that mast being there, because the mast being there, that takes the old lightning strike, so it takes for good photography. Here we go. I just want to do this as a demonstration about monsoon, so it's a bit of a geography lesson, really. But this one here, the Asian monsoon, this is which is coming up at the moment. So you get the heat building up in the Indian Ocean, it sweeps across, and we get rained on from the Indian Ocean. Lucky enough, this keeps the air clean this time of year. So the air quality at the moment throughout Thailand is excellent. It really is a good time of year. And the monsoon watch, so you can see the monsoon here building up in the ocean, and that's going to sweep across. That's the weather for today. And that just shows you the amount of rain forecast. So we're here, Thailand, and it's coming across. There's Bangkok. But it tends to miss us in Pattaya. You know, it kind of sweeps over us and then it starts raining over like Cambodia and all the poverty. There you go. A lot of people are asking, what's the best time of being here? Right, December to early March, highly recommended. April to the end of June, I'll stay away. July to October is probably my favourite time of year because I do like a little bit of heat and I don't like it being cold. So if you just want like dry temperatures without the rainfall, then come November and December and very early January. For me, my favourite time of year is from the 21st of June, which is the summer solstice, to the spring equinox in the north. I love the this time of year. If I was going to live here just for 6 months of the year, I would do June till March. Then I'd probably head back to Tenerife in April. And for me, that is an option going forward. It's not an option for a lot of people because they can't get visas, but I've still got residencia in Spain. So that is, I'm really looking at this to be here between June and March. So I do 6 months here and 6 months in Thailand. But I'm probably going to have to wait for Anna to do a little bit more. She's going to have to do a little bit more schooling first. I need her to read and write in Thai. She can speak Thai now, and she's getting there with the writing. But obviously, she ain't going to learn that within 1 year or 2 years. We're probably going to be here till she's 12. So I'm probably going to be here for another 6 years, I think. Looking at the long run. There we go. And let's get to the markets. Interesting stuff. As I said, yes, I'm back in the market again. And I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please do your own diligence and research. Please be careful wherever you put your money because I don't trust a lot of these FX companies. I don't even trust Binance. You've got to really choose your own companies. I can't recommend it to anyone because I just don't want to be responsible for anyone else's money other than my own. I manage my own money and no one else's. Yes, I'm back in again. You know, it's a bit like the mafia. They pull you out and they drag you back in. Yeah, so last week on Thursday, the platinum, which I'm always talking about, that dropped down to my target figure of just below 900. It went down to about 896. I didn't go in at 896 because I had to wait for the reversing candle. I went in at 902 and I bought 200 ounces, which is just over $200,000 of platinum. And the idea is I'm holding on to them. At the moment on that, I'm in profit on that for about $1,000 so far. So nothing to really write home about. But yeah, so this is how I trade. It's all to do with crossovers, and that's what I trade on. And at the moment, it's just dragging down. But platinum's being held down because of all this Iraq war as well. You know, just remember that. Palladium, platinum, natural gas, they're all being held back. So that's why I'm buying this, because this is value for money. This is half the price of gold. My natural gas trade. Yep. So this was quite nice. I went into this last Friday, come out on this on Tuesday, made 13% profit. I only was in there for 30,000, so it was a small trade for me. But on 30,000, I made 3,900 US dollars. So that takes my profit for natural gas for June. So my total profit for that month is just over $16,000 in natural gas. Natural gas is being suppressed. You'll never see it this low. So when you see these support lines down this low, it means it's undersold. So I'm out of natural gas at the moment, but I'm looking to get back into it. I want it to go down to $2. It's not going to do it. If it goes anywhere near $2.50, I will be in, because I easily see this returning to $4 or $5, maybe $10. You know, so it's a good way of like quadrupling your money or your investment. So that's what I'm looking at the moment. As I say, I'm really enjoying trading at the moment. I haven't done charts like this for a long, long time. And these are like just support lines I'm just putting in for myself. The Fed, right. As you saw on Friday, the stock market went absolutely ballistic. And I thought, well, why has it gone so mad? And I haven't seen any of the economists pick up on this. But I went into the Fed's charts and I zoomed into it. And if you look at this, they've been easing. So they've been they've been restricting the dollar. Then all of a sudden, as soon as they passed the debt ceiling, they've started printing again. And that's what it looks like when it's blown up. But that increase there is $200 billion in like literally 1 week. That is just crazy. This is unsustainable. This debt-based economy is unsustainable. As a result of that, as a result of the printing, and it meant that people could get hold of the dollars more, it shot up on that day. So it shot up really like 1 cent. It went up from 102 to 103, all within literally 1 day. It was crazy. When the dollar goes up, just remember precious metals come down, and that's your buying. Unsustainable US debt. So this is like the chart going up. So before they approved the raising of the debt ceiling, it was just under 31. It was under 31 million, and within a month, they've spent about 1.7 trillion. So this is not looking good. This is looking absolutely terrible. The debt is now 121% of GDP. That is not sustainable. If it was a company, they would be bankrupt. Right, back to the good news. USD and THB. And the USD, we're looking good here. In the week, it went up, but then the Dixie got a hit on Friday. But if you can get 35.4, take it. Some people are saying the dollar's going to go down. I honestly, I'm a bull on the dollar. I always believe the dollar's going to be a little bit stronger. I'm not saying how strong, but I reckon it's not going to be a lot weaker because everybody needs US dollars. The Aussie dollar's been doing quite well recently. So this is a great time to change. Today, if I was Australian, I think, do I need to have money this week? I would actually go on the wires today and take that exchange rate they're offering, because anything over 23.5, you're not going to get that on Monday or Tuesday. The Swiss franc for the lovely Andrea, who's coming back shortly. And again, like knowing Andrea, we're pretty old back and not trade there. But I think Andrea changed up here on 39.7. And again, it's hit that support line. You can see how it hits the support lines. And this is why charts work, people. If you watch these people over the weeks, you can see when the Swiss franc's going up here, you can see it's above the trend line, and then it goes below it. When it goes below, it's always hard to get above it, but it's just changed over. We've got a crossover at the bottom here, but that could be a false one, so just be careful. I wouldn't trade on that. At the moment, I'll just hold on to my money in Swiss francs. Somebody asked me, could I do the euros? Thanks for the email. Yep, I'll do your euros. There you go, Santiago. And at the moment, same thing. If I was coming to Thailand shortly and I needed Thai baht, I would go on the wires today or whatever you use and change up my euros for Thai baht. And GB pounds. Yeah, the GB pound's just got a little bit weaker. You know, the economy in England is really, really poor, and the food inflation and fuel and everything is totally out of control. So 44 point, I can't even see it, whatever that is, 44 point. If it's over 44.5, I would take it. Yeah, simple as. But to me, the GB pound's getting a little bit weaker at the moment. Crude oil. Well, I said to you I wouldn't trade in it, and I haven't traded in it. But you can see we've had a turnaround. It's got above the moving average. It's staying above the moving average. I see crude oil going higher. Natural gas, as I say, I'm looking at £2 to re-enter. You know, I got out up here. This is where this actual P is. That's where I actually traded out of it there. I'm looking at getting into this at 205. 25. I'll keep on hoping. Let's hope it comes down a little bit on Monday. If it comes down a little bit tomorrow, I will be back in large for that. Well, I say large, it'll probably just be like 100,000. Gold. Gold, as you know, I trade long term in gold, not trade. I invest. So I've been in gold for a long time, since the 70s. And I see this actually going higher, but I wouldn't buy at this value. It's just, I don't see where the value is at 1927. I don't see where the value is. It's just too expensive. And the gold shops here in Thailand, it's like 32,000 baht for 1 baht of gold. I don't see the value. Silver. Well, silver jumped up to 23. I was hoping it was going to go down to 22, which it did do last week, as I predicted. But it's now jumped back up again. And it looks like it wants to go stronger. Silver looks like it wants to go higher. Platinum. I love platinum. Totally undervalued. I'm in at 902. And it's now up to 910. So let's hope it goes to 1,000. That's what I say. Let's hope it goes to 1,000. But just keep your eye on it. You can see the changeovers here. This is where I come in and purchased, and you can see how it's reacted since. So that's the reason why I'm a swing trader. I just love it. I buy the stuff on the way up, and I normally sell before the top. I don't always get the top, but I'm not greedy. Greed is not good. Palladium, I love palladium as well because it's been suppressed because of the Russia-Ukraine conflict. I want this to drop to 1,200. Now, this could be me being greedy because I did say to you guys a few weeks ago, if it goes to 1,300, I would be in. But I'm looking at this and it is trading down anyway. So it is trading down at 12.25. If this just comes back to 1,200, I will be in. I just don't want to buy at the moment. It's so volatile, palladium. Like last year, this was trading in at over $4,000 US. But I say the Ukraine war killed that. Palladium, Russia's one of the biggest suppliers of it. So they don't want Russia getting any money out of anything. BTC, well, it's up and down like a bloody oars drawers. But unfortunately, it just cannot get above the 31,000 value. And that's what I've been saying all along. I've always been saying that unless it breaks 31, this has always got more chance of going to 10,000. Seriously, I'm not saying it's going to go to 10, but it can easily go down to 20. Again, it's so volatile, and it all depends what the Fed and the SEC say about BTC. NASDAQ, well, this is just a bubble of bubbles. And the wise money is out. I would be out of this. I would be taking my money and I would be sitting in cash because this cannot carry on. This cannot carry on. This is crazy. And I'm going to show you a chart, the reason why. And when I show you another chart, I'm going to show you Japan. And I will show you how the Japanese and the baby boomers in Japan are going to have to work till they die. And literally, they've been shafted. Absolutely shafted in Japan. So that's coming up. I still see that we're here because we had the credit tightening and the Fed has held. We haven't had our first cut yet, but I'm still looking at a fall. So as soon as we get the first Fed cut, I'm looking at a recession between 12 and 9 months after that. So what I'm saying is there's no recession this year. S&P 500. Well, S&P 500 is off to the moon. Greed is not good. Take your profit. Get your ass out the S&P 500. This is unsustainable, unrealistic company valuations. I won't quote any companies. I don't really want to upset anybody. So I'm just telling you, look at the Look at the values of these companies. Crazy. And again, we're still here. And this looks a bit like the old Japanese chart. So the Japanese chart, it was going along like this for years, like basing for years, and then it went up, and it went up here. And it went up there, and I'm going to show you on the chart, and it's gone down there. So all these people, they all done their money, and they've been sitting on it for like 30 years. And this is why the Japanese baby boomers, BBs, are fucked. Yeah. So if you put your money, if you had 1 million yen or whatever, 1 billion yen, and you put it in 1990, you're still waiting 32 years later to go into profit. And we can say, okay, this is the Japanese market. It's not the S&P 500. What you're seeing here, I reckon, is going to happen to the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq. I'm not saying the world's going to end. It ain't. It's just going to affect a lot of people in their pensions and their 401s. And that's what I'm saying. You need to be in cash, or you need to be in something like gold or platinum or palladium, something you can physically hold, not bullshit companies, which are going to go bankrupt. Japanese gold bugs, meanwhile, this is only going back to 2007. You can see in 2007, so if somebody in 2007, so this is only like 15 years ago, if for every 60,000 baht, 60,000 yen they'd invested into gold in 2007, by now, each one of those is worth 277,000. So I think you're better off being in gold in some of these countries. You know, and that's the reason why I am a gold bug. I'm so pleased I'm a gold bug because I never have to worry about anything. Exodus pyramid, gold at the bottom, paper money, treasury bills, bonds. As I say, I'd put silver down here, platinum and palladium, and got too much of this shit above us. Again, not a financial advisor. Just do your own research. And that was it. That was it. Hello. Sorry about that. It's hard. It's really hard to follow the chat and talk to you guys. But hello, Eats. You ain't seen you for ages. How are you? Anyway, that's life. That's the show this week. Thank you very much for coming in. I've got to get ready because I've got to go out for lunch. I'm going to Valley View Restaurant today, which is just the other side of Bang Chang. Steve's missus, she just makes an unbelievable meal there on a Sunday, so that's where I go every Sunday, and it's only up the road for me. It's only like 22 kilometers, so it's not very far for me to travel to. Love it up there. Anyway, peace and love to anyone. Anyone got any questions? No questions there at all. No. Oh, I love it. Yeah, like if you see Dave's channel, Got Love Thailand, go on there and subscribe to it. I don't really get on there these days, guys. Simple reason why is I have to take Anna to school and pick her up, which is a nightmare. All in the chat. Hello, Wise jumped up for me. Yeah, jumped on Wise this week. You got to. How you doing, Chris? You coming here shortly, hopefully. Hopefully you'll come here shortly. Got loads of people coming shortly. Can't wait. It's all good fun. Thanks very much, guys. Have a great week, everybody. Just look out for platinum, palladium, natural gas. But we want the natural gas to come down a little bit. Get yourself into an ETF. You know, as I say, I'm going to throw like probably about $100,000 into it. The reason why I could do this, by the way, is because I sold 25% of my gold holdings back in February, just over $2,000. And I'm using that money now. So I've increased my trading account. So I've got a lot larger trading account than what I had before, you know. So anyway, good luck to you all, guys. And speak to you soon. Adios. Hasta luego. Look after yourself, Santi, if you're watching this. Anna, do you want to say goodbye to Nanny? Come and say goodbye to Nanny. And this is Anna saying goodbye to Nan. Ah!
Bye, Nanny.
Do you love your Nanny?
Yep.
You going to do Swati Cup?
So I think
Yeah? You going to speak some Thai? See you later on, guys. Adios. Ciao.